Welcome back to The Historian. Today, we're diving into the gripping and often chaotic tale of the American Civil War. From its fiery beginnings to its dramatic conclusion, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's get started. The American Civil War started brewing in 1860 when Abraham Lincoln was elected president. The southern states were not thrilled about this, to say the least. They feared Lincoln would abolish slavery, which was the backbone of their economy. "Hey, Abe, what's your plan for the country?" "Well, I thought I'd keep it together and maybe free some slaves." "Not on our watch." South Carolina was the first to secede, followed by several other southern states. They formed the Confederate States of America, with Jefferson Davis as their president. "All right, we're out of here. Let's start our own country." "Sure, but good luck with that whole new nation thing." The first shots of the Civil War were fired at Fort Sumter in April 1861. The Confederates attacked the Union fort in Charleston Harbor, and after a 34-hour bombardment, the Union forces surrendered. "Hey guys, how about a ceasefire?" "Sure, just as soon as you surrender." With the fall of Fort Sumter, the war was officially on. Both sides scrambled to organize their armies, and volunteers poured in, eager to fight for their respective causes. "Sign up today and get a free uniform." "Do I get a musket too?" "You bet. Just try not to shoot yourself." The early battles of the Civil War were a mix of Union victories and Confederate successes. The First Battle of Bull Run, or Manassas, was a wake-up call for the North, showing that this wasn't going to be a quick war. "Let's march right to Richmond and end this." "Sounds easy enough." "Oh wait, they're shooting at us." Both sides realized they needed better strategies. The Union's Anaconda Plan aimed to blockade southern ports and control the Mississippi River, effectively squeezing the Confederacy. "Let's wrap around them like a big snake and squeeze." Sounds fun, but what if they bite back? In September 1862, the Battle of Antietam became the bloodiest single-day battle in American history, with over 22,000 casualties. It was technically a draw, but it gave Lincoln the confidence to issue the Emancipation Proclamation. "Hey, General Lee, how's that invasion of the North going?" "Not as planned, but thanks for asking." Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, effective January 1st, 1863, declared all slaves in Confederate-held territory free. It changed the nature of the war, making it a fight not just for Union, but for freedom. "Free the slaves?" "Bold move, Abe." "Thanks. I think it'll catch on." 1863 was a pivotal year for the Union. The Battle of Gettysburg in July was a turning point, with the Union repelling Lee's invasion of the North. It was 3 days of intense fighting and ended with Pickett's charge, a failed Confederate assault. "Charge! Wait, where's everyone going?" "Back to Virginia, I think." Shortly after Gettysburg, the Union won another crucial victory at Vicksburg, gaining control of the Mississippi River and splitting the Confederacy in two. "General Grant, how's the siege going?" "Pretty well, pass the biscuits." General William Tecumseh Sherman's March to the Sea was a campaign of destruction across Georgia, aiming to break the South's will to fight. His troops tore up railroads, burned crops, and left a path of devastation. "Sherman, what's the plan?" "Total war. Let's make Georgia howl." The march ended in Savannah, which Sherman presented to Lincoln as a Christmas gift. "Mr. President, I got you Savannah for Christmas." "Thanks, Sherman. You shouldn't have." In 1864, Grant took command of all Union armies and relentlessly pursued Lee in Virginia. Despite heavy casualties, Grant kept pushing forward, earning him the nickname, the Butcher. "Grant, how's it going?" "Lost a lot of men, but we're wearing them down." The final blow came in April 1865 when Lee surrendered to Grant at Appomattox Courthouse. The two generals met in a small house, where Grant offered generous terms of surrender. "General Lee, it's over." "Indeed it is. Let's end this with dignity." The aftermath and Lincoln's assassination. The war ended, but the nation's wounds were far from healed. Tragically, just days after the surrender, Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater. "Mr. President, you're a hero." "Thanks. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a play to watch." Booth's act plunged the nation into mourning and left the task of Reconstruction to Andrew Johnson, Lincoln's successor. Reconstruction was a tumultuous period of rebuilding the South and integrating freed slaves into American society. It saw significant advancements in civil rights, though many of these gains would be rolled back in the following decades. All right, let's rebuild this country. Easier said than done, but let's give it a shot. The legacy of the Civil War is profound. It preserved the Union, ended slavery, and set the stage for the United States to become a global power. It also left a lasting impact on American culture, politics, and society. So there you have it, folks. The American Civil War, from start to finish, filled with drama, heroism, and a lot of cannon fire. If you enjoyed this journey through history, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more historical hilarity. This is the Historian signing off.